Hello folks, welcome back to Star Citizen. And I'm back at Port Olisar this time. Whoops. I decided to go ahead and rent a Prospector. Now, if you watched the last video, you probably heard me mention that I had rented and used the Prospector for mining once already. But last episode I was using the Anvil Arrow, which I still have for a little while. So the one downfall of renting this thing is that you can't upgrade the mining mining head, mining laser, whatever you want to call it. So you're a little more restricted in what you can actually go after with the rented version. But regardless, you can still make some decent money off of it with a little bit of luck and going to the right spots. The main things you want to be looking out for to mine are things like Quantanium is the best price to sell. There's an 890 jump out here. That is the biggest ship as far as I know in the game. I guess he's testing his defenses. You can see how big it is just from here. If I flew up to it, you can see even better. It's huge. Quantanium is the most valuable, but it is unstable. If you have it in your ship for more than 30 minutes, it will explode. So I don't want to be going for that. Other than that, there's Bexelite, Borase, Laranite, and Agricium are the top ones to get. From what I've experienced so far, I'm going to be pretty limited in what I can get. Most of what I made money off of last time was things like diamond and gold and some Agricium. So as you can see, it's pretty simplistic inside. There's just a bed and there's a no bathroom. It's actually got a better bathroom than the Freelancer. The rest is all reserved for storage of, raw materials and stuff that you mine. So far, I've tried several different moons, and so far the one I've had the best luck on is Daymar, so that's where we're gonna go this time. Here's to hoping I don't run into anything crazy. Last time, I mined with this thing and flew it around for about 5 or 6 hours, and the first 4 hours of that probably was a whole bunch of failures and just bad times and not very good returns. And I had a few really good runs with it. One of the hauls I came back with about 60,000 worth, but half of that was from hand mineable stuff, which is like gems and hadnite to be specific. Now this thing will detect gems that you can pick up by hand on the surface of planets, and you can use the ship to break them up, which can get you a lot of gems. Full backpack or rucksack of those hadnite's about 13 grand. You still have to pick it up by hand though, which is horribly monotonous with the terrible inventory system they have on this game. But if you get a few loads of that, you can make a good amount of money. So unless I find some gems immediately, actually let's go to, there's a Kudra ore. There it is. Doesn't really matter where you go, it's kind of RNG in regards to what you're gonna find. So unless I find gems before I start filling up my cargo hold with raw materials, we're just gonna go for anything the ship can mine. I'm a little bit apprehensive to get out of the ship while I'm on a planet, because yesterday when I was using it, I got stuck in the pilot seat a few times and there was literally no escape. You gotta love stupid bugs like that. Someone else is down here mining. We'll go this way then. And yeah, the only way to get out of that, since this game doesn't have a unstuck mechanic, is to respawn. And then you have to claim your ship, which gets rid of everything you had stored in it. So I'd really rather not get out of this thing unless I find gems straight away, hadnite right away. Then I'll have nothing to lose if I respawn. But the point is, we're going to concentrate on things we can harvest with the ship. Put it in VTOL mode. It's an interesting looking ship. Kind of looks like a car from the 1950s from the back end. I like that. This is actually kind of easier to do when you're in the dark, because the HUD's all light blue. It can be a little hard to see things sometimes. But anyways, I'm going to scan mode. Now, things beyond a certain mass I cannot harvest because the stock laser is just not good enough. So I have to be a little bit picky with what I get. This looks like it's probably gems. Let's see if it's Hadnite. If it is, I'll go ahead and grab some of this right away. Oh, I'm going way too fast. I'm going way too fast. Dolivine. No thanks. Dolivine's alright, but if I'm gonna spend the time to pick up, you know, 70 gems off the ground, which takes forever, because of their horrible item pickup system, then I'm gonna have it be something more worthwhile like Hadnite. So we just go around, there we go, there's some stuff this way. That's 15 kilometers, man. Some stuff behind me too, but let's go over towards this. What are you? Hadnites. Since this is the first thing we came across, and I do want to make some money, because it was 40 grand to rent this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. These, they don't seem, even though they're hand mineable stuff, technically my mining tool doesn't seem to actually work on these. So you gotta do this with the ship. And they don't take much power. So you gotta be a little bit careful about doing this. It's the same principle as mining by hand, basically. Except for that energy level, you do not want to get into the red. And this thing puts out a lot of power, even with a laser throttle at almost nothing. So I'm going to want to be careful. You can see the fracturing sensor on the bottom right there. Tells me how close it is to actually breaking. We don't want it in the red at all. As long as it's not in the red when it breaks, then you'll be alright. So I'm gonna break all 3 of these and pick it all up, which is gonna take a while. Come on. Damn you. Alright, so that was good. Get the other one. Now, usually stuff you get from bigger rocks, you can go into extraction mode and pick it up from the ship, but not gems. I actually have to land and get out and pick them up by hand. Which is, well, it's extremely tedious. It sucks, but like I said, 2 backpacks full of this is 26 grand, so it's worth the time. Especially on top of whatever you might get from the regular ship mining. Alright, 2 for 2. Get this last one. Alright. Turn off mining mode. You can see all those little blips there. Yeah, that's all the stuff I have to pick up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I do have 2 rucksack cores. So I would prefer not to put it, you can, oh man, it, whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell? Why did the frame rate just die? Whoa, that was weird. Just freaked out there for a minute. With the gems and stuff, or basically anything in your inventory, you can go in to here and store commodities, which means you can put it all into a box, which you can drop on the floor. But I, don't like to do that, because if I do have to respawn and leave my ship, it will remove that. So I have 2 rucksack cores, so I'll just swap to another one if I need to, if it gets full. And you have to do it this way still, except for now you have to wait till that red goes away, and then you can do it again. And you can see how many gems I've got here. And you see, yep. So long story short, this is going to take me a long time. This is one of the reasons I prefer going to Daymar, despite the fact that the climate's nicer and I don't die when I step outside the ship, is that I have way more luck, in my experience, finding gems on Daymar compared to the other moons I've tried. Okay, so I'm now just about full. I do have some food and drink. But, yeah, 48 of them. So, one thing I don't know is how to switch. I have 2 of the same rucksack core. I'm not sure how to switch. It says I have 1 available. I'm not sure if that just switched or not. Okay, that did switch. Okay, so now I have one that's full, and now I have nothing in this one. So, yeah, you can see how much I still have. I'll probably have to switch to some other core and store the remainder in there. I don't want to put it in boxes, because if I, you know, get kicked off the server or something, I'll still have it this way. I'm really hoping there's not some weird bug and it did actually save the inventory of that other one. But this is Star Citizen. I've read online that people do this, so I'm hoping it works with the multiple rucksacks and stuff. Alright, now my other one's full. Now there's not that much left, so I think for simplicity's sake and not equipping a third armor, I'm just gonna leave it. Did just notice that I'm starting to get thirsty. Let me try something here. Okay, let me try something. Unfortunately, this inventory system just really sucks, especially for, oh, my water is just magically gone. Gotta love it. Let me try something else. Let me see if it's just lagging something. Okay, there's the food, and it's gone. So as you can see, storing food and drink is kind of useless. Got room for like one more piece now. So I should have drank something and ate something before I left. Alright, anyways. We should be okay, as long as we don't spend too much more time down here. Just gonna leave the remaining laranite, just like I said, for the sake of simplicity. So, let's go after things with the ship. That took a really long time, by the way. That was like at least 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes of picking all that stuff up. Anyways. Someone else out here mining. Saw their marker. Let's go back to doing this. So now this way, head that way. Okay, there's a rock on my right. I'm gonna go right over to that. Now, since I've been doing this some already, I know to be pretty picky because you have precious limited cargo space. So unless there's something with agricium, diamond, or gold in it, especially gold and agricium. See, that one's mass is 7,500. I have not been able to get through anything more than 6,000. Sometimes not even that. I think it's technically supposed to be 4,000 mass to get through with this. But I've noticed that some of the higher mass ones, also depending on the type of rock, I don't want that one. As long as you get really close, you seem to be able to bust through it. Tungsten barrel. Some of these things might... I can't get into that one, though. Alright, well... move along. This can be a really, really tedious process. There's another rock here. So we'll probably just cut, except for... or cut to the parts where I actually find a rock I want to break apart. Because sometimes you just have really bad luck and just strike out a lot. If I actually owned this ship and I was able to upgrade it to like a helix mining head or something. Alright, see, this one I can break. There's gold in there. Now it says only 9% gold, but one of the chunks could have a whole ton in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Throttle up. Gonna get nice and close. And you can see that energy level rising. This is so much easier than hand mining in regards to keeping the energy levels in the green. So much easier. So the initial rock, you usually break it once and then it'll break into a few pieces. And those you usually have to break down one more time, and then they'll be the size where you can actually extract from them. And we are into the green. Gonna watch that fracturing sensor. Back up a little bit. You don't want to be too close when these things break apart. Okay, a little heavy there. Turn it down. Turn it down. Back up. Especially if you overcharge these things. That was pretty good. If you overcharge these things and you're close, they can blow your ship up. I haven't had that happen yet, but I have been tossed a long ways back because of it. That one's all aluminum. Aluminum. One of these has got to have some gold in it. Aluminum. Nope, not that one. There we go, 56% gold. So if I break this up one more time, probably one of the pieces will have a lot of gold. At least I hope. These are always a lot easier than the initial chunks. You got to be a little more careful with the energy levels. There we go. Now we can go into extraction mode, find the piece we want, 100% gold. You can see the cargo capacity there filling up. You obviously want the least amount of inert material and the highest percentage of the mineral you're looking for. One's all aluminum. That might have been the only, oh, 100% gold. Nice. And 67% gold, I'll take it. I could obviously be a lot more picky than that if I wanted to spend more time down here. No, not that one. Okay. Let's see if any of the other ones have gold. Nope. Nope. That was probably the only chunk with the gold there. Yeah, okay. Moving on. I generally just use the large scan, but you can be more specific if you make it smaller, which is not working for some reason at the moment. There we go. Narrow it down. Alright. That is going to be gems. I'm going to pass that up. Don't need any more of those. Huh. Oh, there we go. Obsidian. It's got a little bit of diamond, but I don't think that one's worth my time. Especially because it's going to take a while to get through it. Alright, we got a whole ton of rocks over here. Holy hell. Alright. Well, let's start over here. If I don't find what I'm looking for in one of these, then I'll be damned. I've never seen so many rocks in one place. I mean, you know, rocks you can mine, that is. 18% gold. Alright. Maybe we should look at these other ones first and see if there's like some agricium in some of these, because that's worth a good amount. Come back to that one. We'll grab the best ones first, since there's so many I can actually choose. Vanadium and aluminum. There's a little agricium in there. It's only a little bit though. But let's see if we can find that 2%. Maybe there'll be a chunk that's... Maybe there'll be a chunk that's 100%. This one's really tough. The mass. I don't know, maybe if we get close we'll be able to cook it. Sometimes it just doesn't work though. See that rock energy level? Yeah, it goes up and then it just immediately goes back to 0. It's not gonna work. Alright, let's check these ones. 2% agricium. It has a low mass though. I think I can get into this one. Take all the agricium I can get. Yeah, this one's gonna work. Alright. It's gonna take a little while. Alright. Oop. Whoa, what are you doing, Rock? That one was not easy to get into. I hate it when they start rolling down hills. Stop. Physics. Titanium. 5% agricium. Well, maybe one of the pieces will have a high amount. Oh wow, that one was really low. I see a blip. There's... Oh. I know. There's obviously someone else out here mining. Alright. Inert materials. Don't want that. Inert. Wow. Wow, which one of these has the agricium? Gotta be this one then, right? One of these. Huh. There, 56%. I'll take it. Wasn't very much. Maybe one of these other ones has some. No. Looks like some of the pieces glitched underground. 1%. I'll take that 1% if I can find it. Ideally, you want a lot higher percentage, but I mean, I have to be a little picky, but I can only be so picky with my limitations with this mining head. Alright, which one of you has the goods? 7%, that's it? You know what? Maybe the titanium will be worth something, I have no idea. Alright, any of these other ones have anything? Probably not. Alright, well, we got a little bit. Still got that one rock behind me, and then we got all these rocks to look at. Maybe I should have checked these out before I went for that one, but you can see the other prison way out there. Sometimes these rocks don't want to scan right away. Titanium and aluminum. Oh, hello. Little bit of agricium. You know what? Maybe let's look around a little more this time. Because that was a lot of work for not a lot of agricium last time. Or however you say it. I don't know how to... It's obviously not a real word, so... I don't think it is anyway. Maybe agricium or however you say that is a real thing. I just don't know about it. 2% gold and special. 11% gold. Might come back to that one. Tungsten and aluminum. 9% gold. 7 gold. 3% agricium and some gold. And this one doesn't have a ton of mass. This is not a lot of either, but it does have both. So I'm gonna go ahead and bust this one. I do have a bit of rogue titanium, but that's okay. I'm sure I've got plenty of inert materials as well. Alright. 2% gold. Wow. 34% agricium. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry if you're tired of hearing agricium and me spouting off these names. I'll try not to say it so much. Just trying to explain what I'm doing and my thought process here. Always telling me my shield's under attack. There we go. That was a good one. Right. 2. Really? That one was crap. Isn't there another chunk here? Yeah. One of them rolled down the hill. Ooh. Alright. Oh, that's, didn't notice that. Inert. Where'd the other small chunks go? 3% gold, alright. What do we got here? 3% gold. Rock does not want to sit still. 6. Not much there. Nah, okay. I think that's good. Oh. Whoops. Let's check this one out. Okay. Let's go back to that first one I saw with the 18% gold. The rest of these, I'm gonna go after whatever gold I can get, and then we'll... I actually haven't used not even half my cargo capacity so far. But, I mean, since it's here, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Where was that first one? There it is. Oh, that one's mass is too high. I can't even get into that. Alright, let me find a different one. I could also move along somewhere else. Maybe I'll find more valuable stuff. I think maybe I'll break one more. Then we'll go. Some of these just have too high of a mass for me to get into. 11, too much mass. Bummer. Got the 1. It's way too much mass. I might have to just move along here. That one I could get into, but just almost no gold. 7%. I'll see how much I can get out of this one. Whoa. Okay. Oh, this one's ready to Harvest. Alright, nothing. Nothing. 27% gold. Maybe I can get something out of this. Now you would think gold would be one of the more valuable things, but not so much. It is worth more than some of this stuff, definitely, but... Right. 100% gold, that's what I'm looking for. Now I'm just half full. Gonna guess none of these other ones have any. That was probably all of it. Oh, 73, okay. Take it. Take a little rogue aluminum. Okay, I think it's time to just head somewhere else. As many rocks as there was here. I think I've gotten all that's really worth my time out of that, so let's move on. It's getting dark. Kind of makes it easier with seeing stuff, but it's also a little more dangerous flying around if you're not careful. Sometimes when I do this, I just find like a whole ton of like gold and diamond right away and just fill up in like 10 minutes and then go right back. This has been a little bit of a better experience so far, finding more pure stuff. It really just kind of seems to come down to luck in some circumstances with what you find. Okay, interesting. Split. Not sure why that happened. And it's split again. Rock. A rock and a rock. Alright. Am I tripping or is there no rock there? There's no rock there. That happens sometimes. I don't understand why. There's some diamond in there. And there's not a lot of mass. Let's go ahead and do that. Diamond is a decent thing to bring with you. I'm not sure if it's the same worth or value as gold or if it's more, but I know I've brought some before and done alright with it. I always am too close and start messing up my shield. 20%, see how much we can get out of that. Alright, what do we got? Tungsten, inert. Another chunk hiding behind that. 20% diamond, that's not very good. There we go. I don't know if I really... That's gonna be 80% or so of nothing. Let's see. 4%. 60, there we go. Alright. Having a little trouble seeing. I know when you use God Diamond, there we go, 100%. Okay. Alright. And that piece... Nice. Just leave that other one. 22% is not enough. I think that's enough for that particular rock. Go see what this one's got. If it is decided to spawn. No, it's still not spawned in. Alright. Well, let's go for something else. If this game was more stable and I trusted it more, I would spend a lot of time down on planets just picking up all the gems I could possibly stash into everything also. But I try to be as quick as I can because I never know how long it's going to be before the game crashes and I lose everything, which happened several times yesterday. Now let's see. Tungsten. Barrel and aluminum. No thanks. Sometimes it marks rocks and they're just not there. I don't get it. I'm having a lot of luck finding stuff this time. A few of the runs yesterday, I rode around and just found nothing for like forever, for like 20 minutes at a time, just barren parts of the planet. I'm not sure if it's totally randomized or if there's a method to it, but it seems like every time I go to the Kudra ore not the closed mine, and go from there. I tend to find a fair amount of stuff. That's gems. You can tell it's gems usually by a small box, like a real small box, but here we go. 9% diamond. I can get that one, maybe. We'll see. Can't get that one, too much mass. A little bit of diamond. Little bit of diamond. Fastenite. There's a fair amount of diamonds. I can break this one and that other one, get all the diamond I can out of it. Oh. maybe we'll fill up off of that. Alright. It's ready to be harvested. Oh. Or extracted, rather. Doesn't always happen, but sometimes they break into pieces you can extract right off the bat. Wow. Wow. Man, that one had a lot. That might be all she wrote. I can't really see what I'm aiming at. And, that might have been the only, good diamond chunk right there. Oh, that's 99% diamond. Okay. We're gonna fill up very soon. We're not probably gonna even be able to take all of this. So this thing has 32 SCU of cargo space. For comparison, the Freelancer that I use so much has 66. Well, I think we're about to be full. And there you go. Alright. Well, that was a pretty decent run for, you know, judging on the limitations I have. Didn't even see any of the more valuable ores. I'm pretty sure those are more prevalent on different planets or different moons. But let's take our haul and get the hell out of here before something cataclysmic happens. Now, some of the more advanced mining ships have actual refineries on them, which is pretty epic. This one doesn't, so I have to sell unrefined stuff to the refinery, which it loses you some profit, but I mean, what can you do? I'm not gonna spend a few $100s on a multi-crew mining ship with a refinery on it. The gems you sell as, you know, to the normal trade console, but all this other stuff you sell to the refinery. So that was a pretty lucky run for me. For context, I've been recording for an hour and 10 minutes at this point, so that was a quick run. Yesterday, there was a few where I spent like 2 hours down there just to find enough to fill up. I got pretty lucky that time. Okay, so for some reason, none of all of these menus want to bring up communications. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Hopefully this doesn't cause something cataclysmic to happen. It's Star Citizen. Hopefully I don't get stuck in the seat when I can get out of it. Okay. So many dumb things you gotta worry about. Alright. We're gonna log out in our bed, log back in, and hope that nothing horrible happens. And hope the problem gets fixed. I could have just landed and let him impound the ship, but I'd rather not risk it. Hopefully this will work. It's supposed to work, but it's Star Citizen. You never know when something's gonna go wrong. One time I logged out in my bed when I was down on a planet. Logged back in, my ship was inside of the planet, and I moved it an inch and it exploded. But this time we're out in space. Hopefully it'll be fine. I knew that run was going too well and that something was gonna go wrong. Okay, well, I'm not in my ship. That's nice. That maybe you can't do that with rented ships. I don't know. I really, really hope that it just stored it. If it didn't, I'm gonna be real pissed off. Unknown. Fortunately, track doesn't work. Great. It's probably not even out there anymore. Alright, let me tell you what. Wonder if this will work. Well, let's sell what I have on me. To, brighten my spirits a little bit. I should have just landed and let them impound it, because that would have just stored it. Alright, now we'll change to the other rucksack. or the game will lag out and not let me put on the other piece of armor, which happens. While the game is trying to figure out what changing armor does, let me go, oh, that's so fucking annoying, man. Sell what we have in here. There we go. Good amount of money. At least it won't be a total loss. Unfortunately, the track ship thing is basically useless. If you log out, it just doesn't work. I don't know. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, literally, and go see if I can see it floating around out there. This is really, really reaching right here. All because the stupid error that makes the comms not show up. I have no idea where I was even really coming from. I mean, I know where I was coming from, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to see this thing out here. No, I'm not gonna be able to find it like this. This is irritating. I'm gonna be mad if I just lost all that. It wouldn't be the first time though. When I was using this thing last time I rented it, oh, I had a horrible, horrible time with things like this happening. It was very, very irritating. I did end up making a lot of money with it, but it was not without its share of headaches that can be avoided by simple fixes. That it just baffles me how some of the quality of life fixes aren't a thing. They're always adding new ships and stuff, but they don't fix real standard things. Let's pull out a ship real quick and see if we can find it. Just like an Aurora. It's kind of hard to say, but I would like to say that I might have made like 20 or 30 grand from that haul. So it was coming from this way. No way I'm gonna find it. It's not even here. Yeah, it would have been out around here, and it's not. Oh boy. That sucks. But at least you got to see what the mining is like. Sorry you didn't get to see how much I sold that stuff for. It just so happened that was the first time I've had that comms bug happen with other ships before, but I've never had it happen with the Prospector, and of course it had to happen right after I got done with a good run. Alright, well, I'm not gonna go do another mining run in this episode, because I think we've been going long enough. You get the idea. In a perfect world, everything that just happened there at the end wouldn't have happened, but this isn't a perfect world. It's Star Citizen. But yeah, that'll do it for this one. Not sure what we're gonna do next time. I'm definitely gonna use this Prospector more off camera and make back my money, at least. I might rent something. Whoa. Someone called in their Prospector. I might rent something interesting next time to try out for a little bit of variety. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. But yeah, that'll do it for now, so see you guys next time. Take it easy.